The Total War Warhammer 2 World Championship has begun. But what the hell is it, I hear you cry? Well, if you know the ever-chosen tournament that CA organises every so often, this is basically that, but on a much grander scale and entirely organised by the community of Total War. It's free to enter and literally anybody can have a crack at it. There's a nearly $3,000 prize pool for the winning players, which has entirely been given by people who wanted to donate to the prize fund, which is entirely the Total War community again. And I think there's a lot to offer here for a lot of different people. Even if you don't want to get involved and play it, you can still watch it and enjoy it. If you want to get into multiplayer and learn multiplayer, there's going to be some top players that you'll be able to watch to learn some builds, to learn some strategies, to see how they do it. And the whole thing is kind of an experiment of the Total War multiplayer community to see how big we can push this. Because at the moment, multiplayer isn't very big in Total War Warhammer, and CA hasn't made much effort with it, probably because of this. Maybe 20% of players actually touch multiplayer. If we could push that up to 40 or 50%, then CA might actually put some effort into the multiplayer and we'll get a proper system. Maybe for Warhammer 3 or maybe later on down the line. But either way, Total War Warhammer is really best played in multiplayer if you want to experience the battles at the most full and tactical level. But of course, multiplayer isn't for everyone, so it's all good if you're not interested. But if you are, there's a link in the description that will take you to the World Championship website, where you can support the cause if you want to, and we can all hope for a better multiplayer future. And you also have a link to the Discord on there as well, where you can find out loads more information about this, all the rules and regulations, how to enter. Of course, it's going to be streamed by various people, including, of course, Turin. So yeah, it's going to be a busy time. Here's a little info of how it works. Starting from the bottom left, you can see registration starts today for about 2 weeks, and then you go into the qualifiers, where it'll be a round robin. So even if you enter, you're not going to get knocked out in one round. You'll get to play a couple of times, so you can kind of test your skills, see where you're at. Maybe you're better than you think. You'll then move on to some kind of elimination stages, where eventually it'll get whittled down and whittled down. They really have no idea how many people are going to enter, so it could take a while depending on how many people they get. They might get 50 people, they might get 100, who knows. And of course, those elimination stages will whittle down the best players, where they'll fight it out for the prize. And the prize doesn't go to one person, remember, it gets split out through a bunch of winners. So yeah, it should be fun. It should be good to see. Hopefully it'll draw some attention to multiplayer. And like I mentioned, even if you don't feel you're good enough to enter, maybe you want to get into multiplayer though, this is going to be a great place to learn. You can watch some of the best players, see how they strategize, see how they build. And even though you won't be able to win money, you'll be able to win knowledge, which is worth way more, obvious. Check it out, link in the description.